Hi, welcome to Why and What session of Aram Ias Academy. This is Rajesh, Faculty of Current Affairs. In the second video, with respect to important places in news, we are going to discuss few islands in South China Sea, and with respect to China, we are going to discuss about the Belt and Road Initiative and a certain counter initiative by India. Let's start with something called Vanguard Bank. See, the Vanguard Bank Reef, located the southernmost, or you can say westernmost, in a bank reef of Spratly Islands. Spratly Islands are resource-rich island. So you can find some place called Fairy Cross Reef. The Fairy Cross Reef is an artificial island built by China, and from that particular Fairy Cross Reef, a surveyor ship traveled to Vanguard Bank Reef by last June July, which creates a tug of war between Vietnam and China. China used to claim that 80% of the whole South China Sea belongs to China. It is based on the 9 dash line. See, what is 9 dash line? 9 dash line refers to undefined, vaguely located demarcation line initially used by Republic of China, then People's Republic of China. So from almost 1912 to today, China uses 9 dash line. So 80% of South China Sea comes under China, but it violates the exclusive economic zone of many nations. And here in this case, it is Vietnam. So Vietnam have a oil drilling program in Vanguard Bank with Russian Federation. But challenging this particular surveyorship came inside Bangkok Bank, and after by September, the surveyorship head banks to Fairy Cross Reef. So why they came in, why they went, China is always mystery with respect to these things. That's the first thing we are going to see today. So please locate Vanguard Bank that happens to be in South China Sea within Spratly Islands. Second news as of now today. It is Squirrel Islands. Squirrel Islands happens to be the northernmost part of Japan. It's the Kuril Island starts from Japan's Hokkaido and reaches the southern tip of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. You can see very well see the Kamchatka Peninsula also. So it's a very long stretch of islands. The whole island is not a problem. You can see very well the whole island are managed by Russia. But only the four islands with respect to the Kuril Island is a problem. What happened, we should know first of all. It's not a new issue, it's almost 60 years old issue, but every time this issue is in news. See, the Japan people migrated north to this land in 18th and 19th century. There is a minority community, Anu community, which moved from Hokkaido Island to these four islands. In 1855, Russia and Japan signed Treaty of Shimoda. According to the Treaty of Shimoda, the whole ownership of these four southern islands was given to Japan. But World War II began. By that time, there were 17,000 Japanese residents living in the particular four islands within the Kuril Islands. But all are deported, and that became a very big problem. See, there was a treaty, 1951, San Francisco Peace Treaty. It was signed between Allies and Japan. So Japan renounced all rights, title, and claim to Kuril Island. But that particular agreement was not signed by Russia. So from then the dispute starts. So the dispute is not a new one, as I already said, it's a very old dispute. And it is very important to note that this particular islands is also resourceful. So both the nation is actually want to have some type of domination over there, so that can, they can get something out of there. So please listen, Kuril Island. Check out the seas on left and right of the Kuril Islands also. Right. That's the second news. We'll come to the third one. It is Pearl River. The Pearl River was in news because the delta of Pearl River is very important. See, the Hong Kong, which situates, Pearl River's estuary's southern, eastern side. That happens to be in a South China Sea. See, this Hong Kong is a bone of contention with respect to China. See, recently, Hong Kong citizens did a protest against China. Why it is so? What was the background of it? Hong Kong is known as Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of People's Republic of China. See, whenever a region with respect to People's Republic of China is called as Special Administrative Region, then that region shall enjoy high degree of autonomy. We can say China as of now was one country, two system till 2047. What is the 2047? Before getting into 2047, we should understand what is the history of Hong Kong. See, the Hong Kong was captured by British at the end of Opium War, and the surrounding territory is also captured by British with respect to a lease for 99 years in 1898. It was handed over to China, that is Hong Kong and other, in 1997 as per Sino-British Joint Declaration of 1984. See, the Joint Declaration of 1984 is a binding interstate treaty registered with United Nations. In the treaty, China promised Hong Kong citizens that till 2047 they will not impose the political ideology of China with respect to Hong Kong. That is why it is one country, two systems. Hong Kong have a different system. But recently, China started to enforce their model of administration in Hong Kong so that Hong Kong people rose to protest against those things. So that's also a very important one. Please remember Pearl River, Hong Kong, and southern China Sea. Right. Now come to the China's proposed Belt and Road Initiative. It is always in news. See, it was proposed as Maritime Silk Route and Silk Road in 2013 by the present President Xi Jinping in Indonesian Parliament. He was speaking in Indonesian Parliament. He proposed. Here, he want to revive his old Silk Route so that he can dominate majority of Asia, Europe, and Northern Africa. So this particular proposed initiative as of now is going good. So they have already did Belt and Road Initiative Forum. See, One Road, One Belt Initiative, Maritime Silk Road, and Belt and Road Initiative all are one and the same. But here the importance is we need to discuss what India is planning to do. See, this is called International North-South Transport Corridor. The red one you can see it is called International North-South Transport Corridor. See, it is a multimodal connectivity project, established transport network of rail, ship, roads for moving freight between India, Russia, Europe, Iran, Central Asia. See, this is not a new concept. It is there for a very long time. It was signed in 2002, very specifically, in St. Petersburg. So we can say it is Bombay to St. Petersburg. You can very well say from India, Bombay port to Iran, Bandara passport, and through Iran it is Azerbaijan, from Azerbaijan to Russia, from Azerbaijan to Turkey, from Azerbaijan to Kazakhstan. These routes extends this much. So very important route actually. See, this is not a new concept. This ancient route was used by Europeans, Indians, and many other foreign traders to reach out Central Asia. You would have heard about something called Safavid dynasty. That dynasty was ruling from 1500 to 1700 in modern Iran. Say they use the particular route already. So this route was there already and they want to revive it, and that happens to be International North South Transport Corridor. You can see the blue line, It is a traditional route which goes via Red Sea, Suez Canal, and Mediterranean Sea, goes via North Sea and connecting Russia. But this is very simple than we expected. That's a very important one. So from Mumbai, Bandar Abbas port of Iran, Caspian Sea, Azerbaijan, it goes Turkey, Moscow, and Kazakhstan. This happens to be one of the most important uh, uh, you know, route to promote or to fight against the Belt and Road Initiative of China. So, we already discussed how these things happens to be. Recently, there was a news that India is going to connect with Vladivostok, that's the easternmost city or the only port city of, or the biggest port city of, Russia and Persian on Pacific Ocean. See, this Chennai to Vladivostok was proposed and they are going to do it. This particular Chennai to Vladivostok will go through, Strait of Malacca, South China Sea, Korean Peninsula, Japan Peninsula, and reaches Vladivostok. Now you can imagine this. See, we have connectivity between Bombay to Chennai. Yes, we I'm sorry, Russia have connectivity between Saint Petersburg. Saint Petersburg is a city which is very close to, Moscow of Russia. So that particular Saint Petersburg have connectivity with Vladivostok. Now because of international North-South transport corridor, we got connectivity to Saint Petersburg via Iran, Caspian Sea, countries. And here we are all ready to get a connectivity. So it is going to be a huge project engulfing the whole of, China, Kazakhstan, and many parts of, West Asia, many parts of Europe. It's going to be a very big project. It starts like this from Bombay to St. Petersburg, from St. Petersburg to Vladivostok, from Vladivostok to Chennai, Chennai to Bombay. That's going to be a grand deal India is planning to do. This particular activity yet to pick up, but anyhow, we can expect this to pick up very shortly. Right. That's the last map today we're going to discuss. If you have any doubts, please leave in comment section. I'll reply to it. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.